Watch out!
What's up? What's up, everyone? It's johtojonny, and we have some huge news today because this came out really late last night. It was almost midnight on Eastern time, which is where I am. We got confirmation that there is now multiplayer battles in Pokemon Legends ZA. This is a first for a Pokemon Legends game. I know we've only had one before this, but we're already breaking boundaries within the same sub-series. So let's go ahead and take a look at it together because there's going to be some details, of course, for us to gain from this on top of the obvious of what the Pokemon Company is going to explain for us. One thing I want to point out right away in this trailer is I don't know if this is something that they fixed after the fact or maybe it was always programmed in there, but Gyarados looks pretty large here. And you know me, I'm always talking about this because so far they were only showing really small ones, but the Gyarados in this video you're going to notice looks pretty big, and I'm hoping that that's indicative of all of the larger species of Pokemon. And we know this was multiplayer from the get-go because you'll notice that these are all character-created designs on the other portions here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is a portion of the map that we can actually see on the official map for Pokemon Legends ZA. Yes, I want to say that it's going to be this portion right here. Now, I could be wrong about that. It could be somewhere else, or it could be something removed from the map entirely and it only exists for the multiplayer, but I'm pretty sure that that's where this is. Now, I really like the designs of the grass here on these outside edges, and I don't know if this is part of the map, then that means we'll be able to interact with these portions outside of the multiplayer mode, but within the multiplayer mode, we're not going to be able to go in them. So depending on how it's implemented into the map, we might be able to traverse these sections that we see here, or we might not, and we might be able to enter this building, or we might not. Again, looking here, it looks like, so the building, it's maybe right here. It looks like this is the building, maybe I'm just bad at maps. I don't know, one of the two. Once again, yeah, look at how big Gyarados looks there. And then you got Ampharos over here with their trainer waiting for the battle to start. And you can see even on the grass here, there's some bushes and other foliage. So it looks more fully realized in the 3D space as we get closer. So that's very nice too. Now, right away here, we can see that we have a 3-minute timer on this multiplayer mode, and what's going to happen is we're going to have to beat the other trainers as many times as possible. You'll see that we're going to be able to respawn, and we each have a counter on here for, I guess, how many wins you get, and I think it goes down if you lose. So whoever has the highest score by the end wins. Oh, there's also items for you to gather that are going to buff your Pokemon. Okay, interesting. That's a level 50 Gyarados here. All right, they're doing their move. Everything's in Japanese, I just realized. Luckily, the narrator is telling us exactly what's being used. So Brave Bird onto the level 50 Gyarados. All right, so Talonflame goes down. So we see a 1 appear here. And I assume that, yeah. So this is going to be your view if you're the character, right? You're not even going to have your picture next to it, I guess. You're just going to have your own score. And then they'll have pictures of the other Pokemon for the other trainers here. All right, they earned 1 point. Let's see if that gets taken down later if they lose. Ampharos? Is that how you're supposed to say it? I thought it was Ampharos. Whoops, I've been saying that wrong for years. I swear the anime they say Ampharos, but I don't know. They're not too different from each other. I'm sure both ways are right. Matter of fact, developers have said that there's really no wrong way to pronounce these unless you're really going off the rails. So, all right, it's gonna Thunderbolt the Gyarados. Yeah, that's super effective. Okay, so you keep the points. Okay, the points do not go down when your Pokemon loses that round. Okay, so they each have 1 point. And you're going to warp back out. Okay, that's nice. And you can switch your Pokemon. I wonder if you can take all 6, a team of 6, or maybe it's only up to 3 or so Pokemon. Actually, we can see right here. It is 3. Hold on, my webcam, as per usual, is blocking a part that you guys need to see. So you can see down here, we have 3 Pokemon. Yeah, so this is Furfrou, and then they also have Salamence and Simisear, I think is the name of this Pokemon. All right, I'm coming back. Hey guys, it's me again. All right, let's continue. Oh, so you can take out several Pokemon at once. So that trainer just got 2 points, which put them ahead of the others. Like they said, anything can happen within 3 minutes. That's pretty crazy. But there's also Mega Orbs on the ground. So it looks like you might have advantage if your Pokemon Mega Evolves, which is kind of cheap if you're not someone who uses Pokemon that necessarily Mega Evolve. Wasn't that a Mega form of Salamence, or was that the Paradox version? What was that? Right, that's not how Salamence just normally looks. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I don't remember what Salamence looks like in 3D. I don't think I've ever used Salamence in 3D except for in like Pokemon Coliseum. So, wow. So this person had 0 points. And they're really trying to drive home the fact that anything can happen in those 3 minutes, right? This person was in last place the whole time, but took it all back with Draco Meteor. I saw a comment that someone made and they said that wasn't a meteor shower, that was a full extinction event because of the way the Dragonite just takes them all out. Yep, took all of the opponents out. And when you lose your Pokemon, it looks like your trainer falls to the ground a bit too. They fall to their knees. Look at him. He's like, oh, did I just do that? Wait, look at his face. Did I just do that? Too funny. So something they did not mention about this mode is what exactly the items do. They said that you can pick up items for help with your fight, but they didn't explain what the items do. If we look at the footage again, I'm sure there's a way for us to see what kind of buffs they give. Let's look. They said when the battle starts, you can either attack or you can pick up the items. Oh, no, it didn't show us any stats or anything. They just said power-ups. I don't see anything on the screen that indicates what the power-up did. They have different colors. Like this one's green. I think the other one was a different color. So maybe they have to do with just defense, special defense, attack, special attack, like specific stats, and they just get buffed. Yeah, they're not even showing us picking them up with the UI, so it's hard to say. Also, these symbols were confirmed in the demo to just mean it's a stronger version of the moves, probably because they're mega evolved. So if anyone was wondering what these symbols mean, one of the staff members at Nintendo, that's what they said, was that it just indicates a stronger version of the move. Something I find really funny about this scene, and this shows how fun this mode can be. It looks pretty fun, and this is further proof of why I think this mode will be pretty fun, is these two are just going at it, and look, you see this trainer with their Furfrou just standing on the side? They're going at it, they weaken each other, and then Furfrou just comes in, does one attack, and takes both of them out, so you can be an opportunist in this mode too. That's very Nintendo, very Smash Bros. Multiplayer of them to do. Took both of them out. Oh, and they have a crown. If you're in the #1 spot, you have a crown above your head. So that'll be an indicator for everyone to know on who to go for. If you want to make sure that you're getting the best person out as much as possible, with the person that's ahead, you need to, focus them. You will see that crown above their head. Okay, so this part right here is going to prove that I'm not crazy about Salamence, because they're going to let out their Salamence right here. Okay, that's what I remember Salamence. Like, the wings are separate. I don't think Salamance's wings do that thing unless it Mega Evolves, right? Yeah, look, it just Mega Evolved. Okay, I'm not crazy. Good to know. Okay, I'm not crazy. So yes, that is a Mega Evolved Salamence that has the wings and is flying in the air. Interesting, when he's not Mega Evolved, it looks like he'll be grounded, which I kind of really like that. If he's on the ground before he Mega Evolves and then goes into the air when he does a Mega Evolve, that's nice. I guess that's technically the same for Dragonite, because look, Dragonite's running on the ground here, and then we're gonna see a Mega Evolve, as we already know, the new Mega Evolution of Dragonite. There it is. And he's flying now. I love that. I love this narrator too. He's so into it. This is so Pokemon anime. This really is driving home how much closer this game is to any previous Pokemon game that we've had to the anime. That's really cool. I wish the narrator was in the game itself too, but you know what? Either way, they're driving the point home with this trailer, and that's really cool to me. Now, this mode is very special because, as we know, that Pokemon Legends Arceus did not have any multiplayer whatsoever, even though I think it would have been a decent game to have that in. I really liked the combat in Legends Arceus. However, the combat here, I thought was even less likely to have a multiplayer of sorts, but they found a way to make it work, and it's a literal battle royale. So the ZA Royale that you do in the main campaign single player, this is more royale than that, because like this is the definition of a battle royale, where like everyone's kind of just conglomerating in one spot and doing a free-for-all. I like that a lot, and it looks pretty fun. Now, what I will have to do is find friends willing to play this with me. I think I have a few in mind that will, but maybe I can even do some streams later on where I invite some audience members to come play with me or something. That would be really fun. We take turns in a battle royale, or even some that I can sit out on and watch you guys go at it, and I can narrate, like this narrator here. I can narrate and be like, whoa, they used XYZ move. See the pun I did there with the XYZ, because, you know, Pokemon X and Y and Z to A. Gosh, I'm so funny. Anyways, guys, this was a small bit of news that they just kind of threw out at us almost at midnight, literally, last night. So this was fun to go over with you guys. And I am still working on my full breakdown of all of the demo footage that I've conglomerated. It's going to be a lot that people have not noticed. I still have not seen anyone talk about half the things. I swear I'm still working on it. It's just taking some time, and they keep coming out with more things and more news, and more videos keep popping up. So I'm just keeping an eye on it all and coming at you with as much as possible as I can and continuing work on that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to comment down below your thoughts on the multiplayer. And afterwards, check out more of my videos like this one here, where I discuss the demo of Pokemon Legends ZA. Again, there's more to come tomorrow, but I did an initial analysis of Austin John Plays video. So feel free to check that out with the link in front of you or in the pinned comment. And if you like what I do, want to support me, and even have your name featured at the end of all of my videos, then please join my Patreon with the link in front of you or in the description. I've been JotoJohnny, and I'll catch you all there.